Hello, 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 everybody. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us again. On this pod, I have Ash from Gunners Hub Africa. Ash, how you doing? Yeah, I'm doing well. I haven't been elated the past couple of minutes after watching that outrageous performance of football. Given, yes, we were away. We've played a lot of away games coming up, coming up from the Stadium of Light in Sunderland, and then going to Villa Park and Stamford Bridge. And I think what else? Wolves. I think that was Molino Stadium. We have not been able to wield our dominance. We haven't been able to show that we deserve this league this time around. We haven't been able to express ourselves and leverage on the poor form of Liverpool, the champions from last season. What do you think is going on with Arsenal? Because for me, Everton didn't even play the low block like we anticipated. In our preview, we spoke about what we expect from the Moyes side in Everton and how, we expect him to lay, to just give us so much respect. Today, they came to play. In fact, with their losses in Diaye, Drewsbury Hall, Gay, their main men, bro, they still came out to play and we couldn't lay a glove on them. What's happening, Ash?
Yeah, I feel like we have some players in this team that needs to take responsibilities.
Hmm.
You get me? Zubimendi had a poor game today. This is the poorest I've seen Zubimendi play this season. You get me? He beats a press and he goes back. I don't know if you get me. He beats a press, he takes the ball back to David Raya. And today, Nkapie was not so good playing out from the back. I was like, does this guy have confidence issues playing out from the back? David Raya gives the ball to you, you give the ball back to David Raya. It doesn't make any sense.
Remember what happened against Aston Villa, so maybe that's
Yeah.
also playing psychologically in his head. He
Yeah,
gave
he
out
doesn't.
that throwing that, had us concede that last minute goal.
So I feel like what we are seeing right now is what has been happening all season. But do you know the difference? We're scoring set pieces and the whole set piece ole thing, set piece FC thing, we're embracing it because
That's
we
a
were
good
topping
point.
the league with 8 points and we were winning games. So we were blind to this fact that we are still struggling to create properly and break low blocks. You get me? We're not looking
Yeah.
at we are not looking at the dynamics of our play. We're acting blind to these things. But do you know why it's all coming out to play now? Because we're under pressure.
And there's no Gabriel to save us from set pieces.
Set pieces. So it has been there all season. You get me?
Okay, so yeah, I hear you. Again, like I said, I didn't think Everton, sat back. A lot of the times they came to play. The only time they sat back was when we were attacking, and that's normal. When someone is attacking, you have to defend, and then when you have the ball, you come out and play. Today, first half, one of the most disgusting first halves. I mean, it was an improvement from Wolves, but still, bro, you would think that with the 1 week that they had to rest, that they will come out sharper. You will also think that having seen what happened against West Ham earlier today, that they come out with so much ginger and intention, like so much anger and annoyance.
Yeah.
Why am I losing my 8 point lead? Why am I coming to this game being second on the table? Like I need to even increase my goal difference. Yes, it's a way. But these are the games that we win now. We have to show why we deserve the league. The league is not handed to us. It's easy for us to come and make and make because for everything that happened, there's always an excuse. When you listen to the pundits, there's also an excuse. Oh, we have had injuries, or the guys are having a rough patch. There's always something. But my argument is, at what point will we peak? You just made a very good point. Earlier in the season, set piece saved us. Set piece is no longer there to save us because it wasn't there to last. At what point are we going to peak? Because this game of football, this style of play, is not sustainable. And I just wanted to add that, the good thing is that maybe, quote and quote, with the fixtures that Man City have in January, they might also face, some sort of tough games as well. And maybe with our next 5 games, because we're playing Brighton at home, and I think after Crystal Palace, Brighton, and then maybe Aston Villa, bro, it's not looking smooth. but these are the games that we need to win. Now that we are still top of the league, the expectation is that we just manage to. I don't know if I'm making sense, because these are the games we need to win. If it was Aston Villa, then it made sense for us to struggle the way we did. We can't have this poor form and be approaching Brighton and Aston Villa and Liverpool. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm so deflated. I'm not filled with confidence. How do you see us coming back from this? I mean, we have the next game in Crystal Palace. Eze didn't play. Some of our guys were arrested. None didn't play. So we still have fresh legs. What do you think about Tuesday and maybe next weekend with playing in the Emirates against Brighton? What do you think we can do differently?
The game against Brighton, I don't think we will see any much difference from the lineup. The game against Brighton, we already know that the guys who didn't play today will play against Crystal Palace.
Yeah,
and then the ones who play today will definitely start the game against Brighton. So it's obvious. But I feel like that's a big one, man. That's for me right now. I feel like we need to start making some big calls. You get me? We need to start making some big calls. I think it's time to just throw Gabriel Jesus in there, because he came on today and the attack came alive again. You get me?
Odegaard was able to 2023 season.
Yes, you understand? We started seeing those passes.
Yeah.
Even Martin Odegaard came into the game immediately. Gabriel Jesus came in.
Yeah. Because he had options. People were dropping deep. Positions were flipping. You see Saka go to the left. Boys were just moving around. Gyökeres is not fluid. He has limitations, so much limitation. And you know what pisses me off so much with him is that he stays put a lot of the times. Why occupy your defenders? It does not work. You saw that last minute tackle. It doesn't work. Like, nobody gives you that chance. Come, just lose your man. Play with the boys. Yes. Return back. Distract your man. Not occupy no goddamn defenders. Play with occupy.
Look for the empty spaces. You understand? Look for the empty spaces in the front line and occupy. That's one thing I enjoy from Gabriel Jesus. He's always looking for those empty spaces. Even Mikel Merino. These players are looking for those empty spaces. You get me? Just to occupy those empty spaces. And most times when you're doing this, your opponents don't even know when you're moving.
Yeah.
And they cannot move with you because of the way we play.
If they move with you and leaving space for your attackers to enter those spaces. That's how we've been playing. If you listen to my first production that I just released to you in YouTube right now, I said, and maybe this will be just sort of our final thoughts. I don't see much changes from last season. Please, am I delusional for saying that? What do you see differently? I'm not a coach. I'm not a professional. I watch Arsenal. I don't think I've ever missed an Arsenal game for God knows how long. And I know when our patterns have changed. I don't see anything different. There's nothing different. I don't think there's any improvement from the Wolves game. I don't think there's anything we did from the loss against Manchester, from the loss against Aston Villa to now. I don't think there's been so much difference. I don't think there's been some sort of tweak or tactical play that has elevated us so much that you can, even the blind can see. Do you see anything different? Do you think there's something that you saw today that fills with confidence going forward and like, you know what, it's just a rough patch. We're going to get back. I'm going to kick it.
Well, for me, the truth is, I will always say this. If Martin Odegaard remains the player we are seeing right now, you get me?
Mm-hmm.
We will struggle. We will keep struggling. Do you know why? If you look at the way Martin Odegaard plays, it looks like the system is built around him and Bukayo Saka. You get me? Today he was everywhere. He was everywhere, coming back, dropping deep, taking passes. That is how he plays whenever he plays. You get me? And immediately, we only came alive when he sort of came alive in the game. And you could see when he left the game, we went back to what we're doing in the first half. You get me? And another thing is, our build-up is so slow. Our build-up is terrible. It's slow. And this is the same thing we were seeing last season. Slow build-up. You get me? Slow build-up. And another thing I think we're struggling with this season is going long. We go long. There's nobody to win the area balls. Nobody.
Yeah.
That is another thing we're suffering from this season. And how do you go on quick transitions. We are playing for a manager that wants control. You get me? When you go long 1, 2, 3 times, it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
He tells you to stop. He will actually want you to stop and play from the back.
Yeah.
You get me? And last season, we struggled with playing out from the back because one thing about slow build-up is this. It gives your opponent a lot of time
to recover.
And go back. I saw it today. You see when we are trying to play out from the back, Nkapie to Raya to Saliba. You get me? And the only time Saliba pushed forward with the ball was the pass he gave to Gyökeres. That was the only time.
That's the only through from the middle attack I saw the whole game.
Yeah.
The only goddamn, bro. Like,
so we need.
How can Gyökeres succeed? We don't even attack from the middle. We don't create from the middle anymore.
Our number 10s. When I mean I'm talking about Iberichi Eze and Martin Odegaard. You get me? They need to do more. They need to do more because both of them right now, they are not cutting it. And I'm not enjoying this playing from the right thing. Against Wolves, I was shocked. Because before now I've been feeling like Iberichi Eze makes the middle better. You get me?
Yeah.
Against Wolves, in the first half, we used the right wing like crazy.
Used it to stupor.
And Odegaard was not on the pitch, my guy. You get me? So I'm looking at this whole thing and I'm beginning to ask myself, is this instruction from the manager?
It has to. What has changed?
Like, can't we play from... I watched Odegaard at Norway. This guy plays from the middle. Through balls to Erling Haaland. You come to Arsenal and it's always the right position.
The right position.
The right. Odegaard, Iberichi Eze comes to Arsenal. The same thing.
To the right.
And we have a striker in the club who is no Kai Havertz. He's no Mikel Merino. He's no Gabriel Jesus. He has his own, the way he plays. You understand? And when I look at Gyökeres, I feel like he has this, there's something about him I feel like similarities to Aubameyang. Just that Aubameyang is kind of all-round. Aubameyang can do the running behind the last defender and all that. Just give him the through ball. But then when I mean it's all-round, he can do every other thing, like beat his man, take on a player and all that, which Gyökeres struggle to do. When I look at Gyökeres, I feel like that's a striker that needs somebody close to him. He needs somebody close. You get me? Because most times when this long ball comes, he's isolated with 3-4 defenders. They just...
So in my other video that I made, I said, please, do not waste our time starting Gyökeres if you're not going to start Trossard. If there is no Trossard to start a game of football with Gyökeres, it's a complete waste of our time. Just Hukuma leave Merino there for Saka to feed, or for Declan Rice to feed, or play Jesus and let him play across the front three and cause nuisance and also, help with the build-up. Any other thing, if you must start a Trossard, if you must start a Gyökeres, then you must start a Trossard. Because today I saw Trossard being intentional about whipping those diagonal crosses to Gyökeres. Unfortunately, I don't think he was able to, find his feet in this game, but at least there was a slight improvement. He had some touches in the box and, I think he had a shot too. I'm not, so
Trossard?
Yeah, no, not Trossard. Trossard had the one that hit the bar. We had to, on a normal day, we could have easily won that game 3-0. We could have converted our chances. That Trossard shot could have easily been a goal if it was Martinelli, because that's R2. That's what he thrives on, but it's quite unfortunate Trossard just didn't pick up today. Let's hope that, he gets better against, his old team next weekend. My brother, final thoughts, man. Final thoughts.
Final thought is we need to change something. You get me? We need to change something. We need to change something. And another thing, Bukayo Saka. I don't understand Bukayo Saka these days. Man is becoming too stingy. You get me? I see Bukayo Saka's game. Like, there was a boy he had today. He beat his first man. He actually looked. He
went back again.
Like,
he went back again.
He saw somebody was free. Just passed the ball. He went back again. Like, what are you doing? this brother, this brother did something similar against Chelsea.
And I was calling for Nani to even just come in the second half, my brother. So I mean, yeah, I hear you. Something has to change. I don't know if it will change. If Mikel Arteta watched the Wolves game, had 1 week to play Everton away, and we are seeing the same thing, little or no improvement. I don't know what else he's going to do differently. I think people might come for me, but I think he's out of his depth. At this point, if there's nothing changing and we're struggling and we're hoping that one day we'll pick up form and we go from January to May unbeaten, if that is the only way to win this league, then so shall it be. But I don't know how thrilling these performances are, and for a lot of fans out there, I don't know how we can get better from this. And I just want to believe and hope that something will click at some point in the season and we start to find our rhythm. Thank you, Ash, for joining, man. Did you have anything you wanted to say before we go?
Yeah. The Everton, this Everton game, I might take. Looking at how difficult it is to play against Everton, especially under Mikel Arteta. I think this is our second win in 8 games. You get me? Looking at how difficult it is, I would take. But the Wolves one, I cannot take.
No, but Ash, see my problem. Everton didn't shoot on target. There was no threats from Everton. See, whenever I watch Everton, if I see Barry, I know that they are not scoring. Once I see Barry, nothing is going to happen. They didn't have Ndiaye. They didn't have Gray. They didn't have Dewsbury. They didn't look like doing nothing. They were as flat as my slippers.
Yeah.
So this is not the Everton that we make comparisons with as so this is just a deflated Everton that we could have easily played, and they didn't. The best player on the pitch for them was Tarkowski, making mad tackles.
Do you feel like it's the pressure of being second in the table, Manchester City up there with 1 point? Do you feel that's what played out today?
No, we struggled against Wolves, and we were on top of. We were like 2 points ahead of City still. Yeah.
Do you feel it's still that pressure that you're losing it, we're blowing it away?
Yeah, I think there's pressure. I do really sincerely think there's pressure, and I think at some point we might actually drop to second. I don't think we are built to sustain that pressure or manage it and get better and just drift away. Everybody will still drop points. We are still going to lose games. So will City. But I don't see City losing anytime soon. I see Arsenal losing first.
Yeah.
And once we drop, and Aston Villa, if United doesn't do us that favor tomorrow, it can easily go south. So this is why I'm not too mad. I'm grateful. Even if we win 1-0 to January,
just give us the league.
Just give us at this point, whatever you guys give us, we have a clean sheet now. Now we have a bragging right over Chelsea. We have 9 clean sheets. They have 8. No problem. Just be giving me 1-0. And then let's see what happens. It's not sustainable. But my best bet is that we improve and that this becomes our worst spell off in our 25-26 campaign. So, we just hope for the best as fans and see. My prayer is that, we all go to London and, just join the parade, man. And then hopefully you have an Amazon Prime, documentary this time.
All or nothing.
Or nothing part 2. Man, Ash, thanks for joining, man. Thanks for finding humor in this despicable performance that we just witnessed today. Guys. So please follow Ash on Gunners Hub Africa. Like, share, subscribe. Please show us some love. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the support so far. The subscribers are growing. Please keep subscribing, keep liking, and keep sharing. Come on, you Gunners. We go again.